Finish Everything You Start by Jan Yaga. And today we're going to be looking at the acronym for FINISH. How can we apply this method to help us to finish everything that we start? Before now, we've been looking at different obstacles, challenges, bad habits, attitude, and behaviors stopping us from finishing everything that we start. But today we're looking at the cure, right? How can we cure procrastination? How can we cure distractions and everything stopping us, perfectionism, and so on? So the author has developed an acronym named FINISH, and it is believed that it can be helpful. It can be a helpful tool to help you stay on track and to finish what you start. So F stands for focus on one priority task. Please let me know if my sound is good. I stands for ignore interruptions and distractions. N stands for now is the time, not later or tomorrow. I stands for initiate and innovate, so you keep going. S stands for stay the course, however tough it gets. And H stands for hail finishing by celebrating your accomplishments. Right. So now let's take this acronym one after the other. F says focus on one priority task. Thank you for your feedback. Right? Focus on one priority task. Don't try to do too many things at the same time. If you do this, you may never be productive. So set your priorities and get your priorities right. What is that thing that is important that you should be doing now? It may be important, but you shouldn't be doing it now. So don't try to do the right thing at the wrong time, and don't do the wrong thing at the wrong time or the wrong thing at the wrong time. Right? Get your priorities right. Pick one priority task at once. Focus on it and finish it. I says that ignore interruptions. Jeremiah, quiet, please. I says ignore interruptions or distractions. Interruptions will always come. Distractions will always be there. So how do you deal with this? You can ignore, choose to ignore, or if the interruption is something that you really need to attend to, if you don't take it out of the way, you may never be able to concentrate. Then quickly deal with it. Once you are done dealing with it, come back to your task. Your distraction could be your phone. Put it far away or put it on silent. Right? Your distraction could be the television. So don't walk around the television. You can't say you're working on an important project and then you're also looking at the TV. You may not be able to get it done that way. The next one says, now is the time, not later or tomorrow. That is the N in finish. And this has to do with procrastination. Now is the time. Tell yourself, now is the time. I must do it now. What is that thing that is stopping you from doing it now? Make a commitment that this priority task is going to be your focus now, not later, not tomorrow. It doesn't matter whether you are only able to write just one line of that book. What is important is that you start now. Even if you're only going to write your name, at least you have opened it. Open your computer or whatever you want to do and make sure that you kick off with something. Now is the time, not later or tomorrow. I says initiate and innovate. So you keep going. You know what works best for you when you're trying to get on a task, right? So be creative about it. Be innovative about it. You can set your alarm. You can, set your alarm or get somebody to work on the project with you, something like that. What is that thing that will help you? Or probably you break a bigger task into smaller tasks that you can do per time. Just innovate, just initiate something. Then the next one, S, says stay the course however tough it gets. And I like the example that is used here. It is the example of the great inventor Thomas Edison. It is said that Thomas Edison made 1,000 attempts before he was able to successfully invent the light bulb. So how many times have you made that attempt and you're trying to or planning to call it quits? You're already discouraged, you are tired, you want to give up. Anytime you feel like this, remember Thomas Edison. As in, I can't wrap my head around it that somebody would try something. No. 1,000 times, as in 1,000 times. And each time he did not get it, he would try again. So remind yourself, if Thomas Edison could do it, whatever you are working on probably will not have the history making and lifestyle changing impact. It is only when you finish it. Okay, some argue that it is 999. Yes, the baby refused to sleep. Some argue that it is did you say 9,999? That means you're saying 10,000 times. Or you wanted to say 999 times, and then he got it at the 1,000 times, right? I mean, it is a lot. That is a huge number right there. Be able to make the impact you want to make. That you'll be able to say, oh, you're now successful. So start. Remember Thomas Edison. Keep quiet. Remember Thomas Edison, and let that kind of passion. Oh God. Remember Thomas Edison, and let your passion. You may not, your own may not be up to 1,000 or 10,000 times, as the case may be. You may not be working on a light bulb, but the little differences, the little things that you do per day, per time, can make a big difference to your life, to the success that you record, to your career, your business, or whatever it is that you are doing. And the last one says, hail finishing by celebrating your accomplishments. Whenever you finish a task, give yourself a pat on the back. Clap for yourself. It is not easy. And no matter how small it is, be happy with yourself. Sorry. Right? Take yourself out. Reward yourself. Take yourself out to go and see a movie, or ask friends to join you, or ask your spouse to join you. Yes, celebrate your small wins, and this will encourage you to do better next time. All right, so here is another way to overcome two concepts that will help you to finish what you start, according to the author. And these two concepts are very related. In fact, I practice the first one a lot. The first one says finding hidden time. And the second one says getting on top of how you spend your time. So there is hidden time in that 24 hours that you think is not enough. There is hidden time. Now, what is this hidden time? Your hidden time is the time that you are not even paying attention to, the time that you can maximize to do something very important, something useful, but you never knew that time existed. The truth of the matter is we are all busy, but if we put our mind to it, you might be able to carve out what the author calls hidden time out of the no time or your busy time. You may still, for example, let me not talk too much. For example, this is what I do. Because I do book reviews, like almost every day I do book reviews, and sometimes because of my tight schedule, I may not have that perfect time to sit down and read the book. Sometimes, not even sometimes, if I'm not going anywhere, I create time to read the book, right? The chapter that I want to review for that particular day. But if I find that I'm going to be in transit on a particular day, I put the book in my bag. And while I'm commuting, while I'm in the car, especially if I'm not driving, of course, it has to be when I'm... All right, sorry, there was a network glitch there. Not the one driving. I put the book in my bag and I am reading it as I'm commuting instead of staring into space or being blank or anything, right? So whatever you want to do, look for the hidden time. It could be when you go for your doctor's appointment and you are waiting for your turn. Instead of just sitting down there and just reading the magazine or staying idle, you may be taking the time to write the table of contents of that book that you're planning to write, or to do that draft of an email. Whatever it is you want to do, quickly use that time. All of those little times, we can block them out to do something important. Recently I was joking with somebody that the 24 hours I have, I think is not enough. Like, who has spare 3 hours or 2 hours to just borrow me? But jokes apart, if we look at our busy schedule, we may find those little time, right? Sometimes if I make a video, I really don't have the time to edit it. Once I'm waiting in line for a turn, for my turn, or I'm waiting for anything, or I'm commuting, doing whatever, I quickly bring out my phone. I don't have any spare time to stare into space. I don't have it. So I make use of what the author calls hidden time. So make use of your hidden time. It could be the time you are gisting with a friend. That gist does not need your maximum concentration. Be doing something alongside, like editing or something that does not also need your full concentration, that you can do with half concentration. Just get something done somehow. And the second one is, how do you currently handle your time? How do you handle your time? You need to make you need to start keeping record, and this will help you. Have a time log for how you spend your time. And the author has given us a very good example here. Daily time log. I'm not sure if you can see it. Daily time log. And you write today's date. What day of the week is it? What time of the day? I'm sorry for this distraction here. Jeremiah, you're distracting me. What time of the day? Is it a school day? Is it a work day? Is it a leisure day? Is it a church day? Write it. Then you start. If you wake up at 6 a.m., write 6 a.m. Wake up in front. Then probably by 6 to 6:30, you pray. Put pray in front. Then you eat and get dressed for work. It takes you 1 hour. So 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Freshen up, get ready for work. You put it there. It takes you 30 minutes to commute to work. You put it there. 8 to 8:30. So that you'll be able to keep track of how you spend your time. And you'll be able to know if there is anything unnecessary that is actually taking your time, that you are not paying attention to. If you spend too much time on your phone, you'll be able to know. If you spend too much time watching TV, you'll be able to know. It is called a call log. Log your time. Sorry, not call log. Time log. Log your time, the use of your time. And in doing this, you may be able to realize those things that are taking your time. Maybe you are gisting while you're at work. You chat for 3 hours without even knowing it with your colleagues. And at the end of the day, you don't achieve, or to start working on that project. Something like this. These little actions can go a long way in helping us to maximize our time, right? So in conclusion, look over the 6 letters in the F.I.N.I.S.H acronym, F.I.N.I.S.H. Let's quickly look at it. The first one says focus on one priority task. The second one says ignore interruptions or distractions. N says, sorry, F-I-N. N says now is the time, not later or tomorrow. I says initiate and innovate, so you keep going. S says stay the course, however tough it gets. Discouragement will come. You may feel like giving up, but don't give up. H says hail finishing by celebrating your accomplishments. Give yourself a pat on the back. Celebrate your small wins. Reward yourself. You are doing so well. Tell yourself, I am doing well. That is how to appreciate yourself. That is how to make your little success to look big, right? And if you feel that you are not doing well, celebrate it at first. Then you can improve on it better. But don't cancel yourself. Don't discredit your own achievement. All right. Okay. We've come to the end of this chapter. Chapter 6. Chapter 6 that deals with, the cure. And we have looked at the acronym of F.I.N.I.S.H. I hope that you really find this useful. Please don't forget to like this video. Drop your comments in the comment section below. And please subscribe to this channel in case you are yet to subscribe. I remain Olaide Agbaje, also known as First Lady. And on this channel, I inspire you to live intentionally. I'm going to come your way again on Monday by God's grace as we review chapter 7, which is titled Taking Control, Goal Setting, and Prioritizing. This is another interesting chapter that you do not want to miss. Thank you so much. Until then, be intentional. Bye-bye.
Dada.
Bye-bye.